You wake up one morning and the old rules just stop working. That breakfast that used to hold you over until lunch, now you're shaky by 11 a.m. The scale's creeping up even though you haven't changed a thing. And the weight is showing up in places your body never stored fat before. If this sounds familiar, your body is just running a new operating system. I'm going to show you exactly what to eat to feel like yourself again. Today, we're diving into menopause nutrition, which is simply eating in a way that matches your body's new needs. This isn't about strict diets or being perfect. It's a flexible plan you can actually live with. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, what to avoid, and how to build meals that support your energy, mood, and weight stability. So let's start with what's actually happening. From perimenopause through postmenopause, estrogen levels drop, and the shift touches almost everything: how you use carbs, how fast you lose muscle, where your body stores fat. The metabolism shift. Here's what's really going on. Lower estrogen means you can lose muscle mass faster than you expect, and muscle isn't just for strength. It helps you manage blood sugar and it quietly burns energy all day. When muscle drops, your calorie needs often dip. But here's the problem: your hunger and cravings don't always get that memo. That's why just eat less feels like trying to drive with the parking brake on. You may also notice more belly fat. This isn't about needing more extreme workouts or a punishing cleanse. It usually means your body responds better now to consistent protein, fiber-rich carbs, and fewer blood sugar spikes. Now let's talk about blood sugar swings. Long gaps between meals and high sugar breakfasts can set you up for a crash. That looks like fatigue, irritability, anxiety like jitters, night sweats, and a strong pull towards snacks you didn't even want an hour ago. The good news: steadier meals help. When you pair protein, fiber, and healthy fat, you slow digestion and smooth out those blood sugar swings. Many people notice that when blood sugar steadies, cravings and mood swings calm down too. All right, let's get to the practical stuff. What should you actually eat? Lean protein at every meal. This is the simplest upgrade you can make. Most midlife women do better with about 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, but you don't need to pull out a calculator. Just aim for a palm-sized portion of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a high-protein snack when you need it. Good options include eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, tuna, tofu, beans, lentils, and cottage cheese. Protein supports muscles, keeps you full, steadies your blood sugar, and helps you recover from workouts. Fiber-rich carbs. Now, carbs aren't the enemy, but low-fiber foods can spike your blood sugar like crazy. Aim for about 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and if you're not used to it, increase slowly so your gut can adjust. And the go-to picks that I recommend would be berries. That's number one. Apples, beans, and lentils. You can also add in some flax seeds, some chia seeds, other whole grains, and oats, and plenty of vegetables, of course. Here are some easy swaps that don't feel like punishment. Change your white bread to whole grain bread, chips to popcorn, juice to whole fruit, and sweet cereal to oats. Now let's talk about some healthy fats. Healthy fats help meals stick. Without them, you can eat a big salad and still feel like you're waiting for the real meal. So focus on olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, salmon, and sardines. You don't need to count obsessively. Use this simple cue: 1 to 2 thumb-sized servings of a fat per meal. So just like 1 to 2 thumb size, maybe like the tip of the thumb area. That's like a drizzle of olive oil, a small handful of nuts, or a few slices of avocado. So now we're going to talk about some bone support foods. Bone loss speeds up after menopause, unfortunately, so calcium and vitamin D matter more now. Food first works well though, no need to jump to a supplement right away. Milk, yogurt, cheese, fortified soy or almond milk, canned fish with bones like sardines, kale, and bok choy, those are all great sources of calcium. With the caveat that almond milk unfortunately doesn't have a lot of protein in it, if any, and so you want to keep that in mind. You cannot include that as a source of protein, really. The almonds itself, though, are high in protein, but almond milk, for some reason, they have taken out the protein content in it. So vitamin D is harder to get from food alone, so you may need a supplement. Ask your doctor about testing and finding the right dose for you, just in case you need it. I don't want you to feel like you have to label foods as bad. I want you to recognize patterns that fan the flames of symptoms that you already hate, such as ultra-processed foods and added sugars. Sugary coffee drinks, soda, pastries, candy, these can spike blood sugar and then drop it fast. That drop often feels like urgent hunger, even if you ate recently. Try replacements that still feel like a treat, such as flavored seltzer water, fruit with yogurt, one square of dark chocolate, or a higher protein snack bar with low added sugar. So, alcohol, caffeine, and spicy foods. You have probably heard by now that these can increase your chances of hot flashes or make it kind of challenging for you to sleep because they can trigger night sweats in some people. You don't have to quit it forever though, but it helps you to test your triggers out, especially if you're dealing with stubborn hot flashes. Do a simple 2-week experiment. So what you can do during this time is cut back and track hot flashes. Cut back on the alcohol or the caffeine or the spicy foods or all three of them. You want to track how often you have hot flashes and then track also your sleep quality. Then reintroduce those foods and see what, if anything, changes. Common swaps include moving coffee earlier in the day, such as having it before 12 p.m. That's what I do. Try to have half caffeinated, half decaf. Order a mocktail instead of having the actual alcoholic beverage. Sip peppermint tea at night or keep spicy foods in smaller portions at dinner. Now, this is very important that I emphasize this. Avoid extreme diets. Listen, if a plan makes you feel wired, tired, and obsessed with food, it's not a willpower problem. It's the plan. Undereating and long fasting windows can increase cravings, reduce your workout performance, worsen sleep, and make you feel out of control around snacks. A steadier option would be to have 3 meals with protein plus 1 planned snack if needed, carbs around your activity times, and regular movement. So now I'm going to put it all together for you. You don't need a new recipe every night. You need structure that survives busy weeks, low sleep, and real hunger. So here's the menopause plate formula. So half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables, and then a quarter of protein, and then the other quarter can be the high fiber carbs. Basically a palm of the protein, a fist of the high fiber carbs, and a thumb of the healthy fats. So that's how the menopause plate formula should work. Portions change based on your appetite, activity, and goals, but the patterns stay the same. So here's an example of a day of eating. So I may have oatmeal made with fortified soy milk, stirred with some Greek yogurt, and topped with some berries and chia seeds. And then lunch, I may have some lentil soup plus a side salad and olive oil. Now, any old type of lettuce just won't do because iceberg lettuce is very low in fiber. It's mostly water. So the type of leaves that I have in my salad would be raw kale, I'll have spinach sometimes, I'll have Brussels sprouts. So those are some of the options that really help increase the fiber in it. I'll also add a little bit of feta cheese or a can of tuna for more protein. The feta cheese will give a little fat. It's not necessarily healthy fats, but we still need fats to help us with hormone production. If I want a snack, I may have edamame or peanut butter that's pretty low in sugar with an apple. For dinner, I may have some type of tofu or baked skinless chicken with veggie stir fry over a little bit of quinoa. And sometimes I may add some sesame seeds and drizzle a little olive oil over that as well. If late night snacking hits, you would likely need more protein at dinner or a planned afternoon snack. So if you get a 3 p.m. crash, check that lunch has enough carbs and fiber, not just salad and greens. Also make sure it has enough protein. If constipation is creeping in, increase your fiber slowly. Add water, kiwis, chia seeds, and beans. That's going to increase your fiber content. So to sum it all up, when perimenopause and menopause change your body, you need smarter basics, not harsher rules, right? More protein, more fiber, steadier meals, and consistent bone support. It works best when you keep it simple. Repeat what works and let consistency do the heavy lifting. Here's your action step for this week. Pick one change to try. Protein at breakfast is a strong start, and that's it. Just one thing. Drop a comment below. What's been your biggest menopause nutrition challenge? Energy cravings, hot flashes, or just knowing what to eat? If you want more hands-on support, I'll run 2 programs. The Real Talk Reset is a 30-day program to rebuild consistent habits without a strain, and the Real Talk Continuum offers ongoing monthly group coaching. They're both at a very affordable price. The Real Talk Reset is $27 at this time. The Real Talk Continuum, you can get that for less than $20 a month. Or the whole year membership is $197, which is less than $17 a month. But you get direct one-on-one Voxer walkie-talkie app access with me, and you also get to come to group coaching sessions every month. You get meal plans, recipes, grocery lists, and you get habit stacking and NEAT training, in addition to future offerings as I add them, such as the Plateau Smasher. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.